Hi there, YouTube fans. This is the drummer back for another CGC unboxing video. This group of books went value tier and fast tracked. They were received at CGC on April 13th. They went scheduled for grading on the 14th. They were shipped back on April 22nd, and today is April 28th. And I have them back in my possession. So let's get into this. Here's the box. Not a big box. There are only 4 books in here today, but we're gonna crack this open and show off what we got. Okay. And this is a nice little surprise this morning, because it was telling me the books weren't going to be here until Friday. And today is a Tuesday. So, that's nice. Okay. Got things open. Now, I'm a big cheater. I cannot wait. So I know the grades. So that's not surprise to me, but will be a surprise to you guys. And throw that away. There are some important comparisons here, because most of these are books that I cracked. So there goes the elastics. There's my invoice. Okay. Hopefully everything looks in good shape. So just gonna kind of get them in order to go through here. Okay, so this is a good start. So let's see here. Let's see if I can do this while hiding the grade. The first book is Doctor Strange number 169. First time in his own titled book. I showed this off in a video that was maybe January, maybe it was my Super Bowl day video. I can't totally remember, but I did go back and look to see again what I called this book Raw. And I guessed in that video that it was a 6.5, and the grade 6.5. So on the money with that one. It's really quite nice. There's the thing that's a bit of a shame, is that on the back cover, if I can get in there without any glare, there you go. There's a tiny piece out of the back cover, which of course was noted on the grader notes. So I'm not sure if that piece alone kept it out of a 7.0. Very well could have. So that's a bit of a shame, but I'm happy with the 6.5, happy with what I paid for it. So happy with that book all around. The next book we're going to take a look at was a pair. So the first one here, this is Amazing Spider-Man 122. This had originally been a 7.5 in the old holder. And more than anything, I wanted these in the new holder. I wasn't completely convinced that a grade bump was possible, especially on this book, but I wanted the new holder. So this had been let's try and get that glare out of there. There we go. This had been a 7.5, and it came back a 7.0. Now I must say, again, I'm not super surprised by that. When I actually got it out of the last case and was taking a closer look at this, I was afraid that it wasn't going to come back higher and could even go down. There are some indentations around around this area where someone has written over top of the book, on a piece of paper, but with this book underneath. And a better presser than myself that would be able to press those indentations out, I think that would get it back to the 7.5. But when comparing the price difference between a 7.0 and a 7.5, I'm not concerned enough. In fact, I'm most happy that I have it in the new holder. So, not a win on that one, but that's okay. Now, its brother book, let's see, Amazing Spider-Man 121, Death of Gwen Stacy. This was also a 7.5. Okay, and I cracked this. I will say, I did think the press came out a little better on this book, although it didn't fix the things that are the actual issues. They're not pressable, fixable issues. And although I did have a feeling that this book was slightly undergraded in the first place, okay? So, while I was worried about 122, I had a good feeling that I thought that this one could go up. And so, what was a 7.5, you get that glare out of there, that's not working, turned into an 8.0. 8.0 on this one. And if you know the values between the two books, it's more important that I have this book in an 8.0 as opposed to a 7.5 than to have the 122 in a 7.5 versus a 7.0. So this is more important. That's the bigger win for me, and I'm pretty happy to have that. And finally, this is the only book that I ever owned that was CBCS. And it's not that I'm really against CBCS, but if all my other books are CGC, I'm kind of one of those collectors that I would like to have them the same. I like how the labels display. I like how everything looks. I actually made a comment on a Facebook chat about a week ago that I'm not a big fan of the specialized CGC labels. I personally like the uniformity of my labels being all the same. I like that the important details about the book are on the front of the label and not on the back, like in the ones with art on them. So this is another one that I really wanted in a CGC holder. That was the most important reason for me resubmitting or submitting this book. Although, again, I thought that it was possible that I could press out a couple little things in this book. So I wasn't sure about the grade and if I could get any kind of bump, but I wanted the holder. So this is Fantastic Four number 18. This is the first appearance of Super Skrull, and it was a CBCS, as you can see, 4.0. Okay, and this guy came back a 4.5. So that's pretty awesome that I got a little bit of a grade bump. And besides the wear, I've talked about this book before. Besides the wear on it, there's actually a pinhole, a wormhole that goes right through the entire book. And it's funny seeing this for the first time here. I guess CBCS does not put the paper inside the comics, I guess, that helps absorb like gases and everything, so that you could see right through the holder. It actually wasn't as noticeable because it went all the way through. CGC puts a piece of paper inside the front and back cover, and so I just noticed that right away. You can actually see the pinhole a little more now because you see the white that's behind it. So, but happy to have that as a 4.5 in a CGC holder. So there you go. That is the unboxing for today. Nothing too crazy, but a couple grades up, one grade slightly down, and nice to have that Doctor Strange in a 6.5. So pretty pumped all around. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, hope everyone is staying safe, and we'll speak to you all soon. Take care.